the prophet, this is what he said in Isaiah 9, 1 and 2. And this is why Yahusha is dwelling in the area of Zevulun and Naphtali. Hallelujah. Verse 15. The land of Zevulun and the land of Naphtali by the way of the sea, beyond the Jordan, Galilee of the other nations. In the King James Version, it says Gentile. And so I'm more familiar with using the word Gentiles in context to explain to you what the Most High has done to the 12 tribes of Yashar'el. And like I was telling you, Yashar'el was divided into two kingdoms. The southern kingdom was called Yehudah, encompassing Yehudah and Benjamin. The northern kingdom was called Yashar'el or Ephraim. And Zevulun and Naphtali was part of the northern kingdom. Again, the northern kingdom was called Yashar'el or Ephraim. And it says, by the way of the sea beyond the Jordan, Galilee of the other nations. And so the Gentiles. And so when the northern kingdom sinned, and you can read about it in Hosea and Isaiah and Jeremiah, they all talk about it. The northern kingdom sinned, the Most High scattered the northern kingdom. And when he scattered them, he said, y'all are going to be among the Gentiles as a vessel of no pleasure. And so that's what he did. He scattered them among the Japhet Gentiles. And when he scattered them among the Japhet Gentiles, they were no longer referred to as Yashar'el or Ephraim. They were referred to as Gentiles. That's why what we're reading here, it says, by the way of the sea, beyond the Jordan, Galilee of the other nations, of the Gentiles. And it's already telling you, it's talking about Zevulun and Naphtali. They're being referred to as Gentiles. This is the land that they're talking about. And so the northern kingdom was referred to as Gentiles. And so, the Most High showed me this early on, even before I knew all these Hebrew names, even before I knew the Sefer. So a lot of my teaching is before I came into the knowledge of all these Hebrew names, even the Hebrew names of Yahuah and Yahusha. And so I use what was written in the King James Version. And so that's what you got to understand. Everybody don't know about the Sefer. And so in reference to that, the Apostle Paul always made reference to Jews and Gentiles, Jews and Greeks. And so the Most High gave it to him to minister in his epistles. But he was referring to the two kingdoms. But your 501c3 corporations, pastors, preachers, and teachers of the Antichrist church system would never tell you that. Maybe they don't know and they're ignorant. Or maybe they know and just don't tell you. But Jews and Gentiles refers to the two kingdoms. It doesn't refer to Israel and then everybody else. It doesn't. And if you think that, you're deceived. The scriptures are not written to everybody. It's written to the 12 tribes of Yashar'el. It's a history book, not a religious book. And so it's telling you right here who the Gentiles are. It was the 10 tribes of the northern kingdom. Zevulun and Naphtali was a part of the northern kingdom of Yashar'el. It says the land of Zevulun and the land of Naphtali by the way of the sea beyond the Jordan, Galilee of the other nations, of the Gentiles. They're referring to Zevulun and Naphtali as Gentiles. And so that's why the Apostle Paul used Jews and Greeks, or Jews and Gentiles. When he said Jews, he's talking about the southern kingdom of Yehudah. When he says Greeks or Gentiles, he's talking about the 10 tribes of the northern kingdom of Yashar'el. Hallelujah. Let's go to the next verse, verse 16.